Now then, welcome to the channel and welcome again to the Lake District. This morning we parked just above Scales near Combe Beck, and the intention is not to go up Blencathra. We are heading generally in that direction, and we do almost get to the top of Halsfell Top, but we're not going up to the summit. We're branching off, going over towards Atkinson Pike and then down Foul Crag. I think it's Foul Crag, Blue Screes, and the objective for today is actually Mungrisdale Common, and I'm expecting it to be a bit damp up there given all the rain we've had recently. So let's have a quick look at the route. So you can see there the path that goes right and round the head of Mungrisdale Common. That's our return route. So we're going up here onto Scales Fell. Oh well, we've not been going long and we've gained quite a bit of height already. Views behind us over to Great Mell Fell, and we've joined the main track coming up from Scales now. Oh yeah, it's warm. You can see over that way, looking over Clough Head, there's cloud over the Dodds. Now the forecast was for it to stay reasonably clear until about midday, and then the cloud to thicken up midday and possibly a few showers after that. But as we were driving down here, the northern fells, Skidder and Blencathra, they were looking clagged in already. So we'll see when we get up there. Nice and quiet though. I was expecting there to be some cars in the parking area when we got there. We were first there. One bloke arrived just after us and head off up Mungrisdale Common, and just see two more people just disappearing over the ridge over there. So hopefully it should be quiet. Right, on we go. Oh, it's a long time since I've been up this way. This was the way I came the first time I did Blencathra. Oh, and it's a slog straight front car. We've got great views. See over there, over Clough Head, and then over to Maiden Moor and High Spy. Not Maiden Moor and High Spy. That's now then. Is it High Pike or High Crag? High Pike, is it? Other side of St John's in the Vale, I can't remember. I'll have to stick it on here when I get home. Oh. Well, we're going up over Scales Fell now, and you can see Blencathra there, sharp edge. And the last time we were up there, we came up here, up Doddick Fell. Looks like there's a couple of people coming up there today as well. And we were clagged in all the time we were on the tops. A bit of a miserable day that day, but the The cloud that was on the fells as we were driving down has cleared for now. Great views over there, look over to, just see Derwent Water and the Coaldale Fells. It's all a bit hazy in the far distance and a bit of clouds over the high fells. See over, you can make out Waller Crag, Blaeberry Fell and High Seat. And that's Clough Head and then the Dodds and over to Helvellyn. Right round over Great Melfell, Little Melfell. And there's the haunted Souter Fell, Bannerdale Crags. Right, so you can, I don't know if you can make out on here the path that zigzags its way up there, which we're going almost to the top of. There, we'll carry on. So that col that you can make out there, that's the start of our return route down the valley after we've been over Mungrisdale Common. And last time I came down there I lost a glove. I was setting camera up while I was having my lunch. I was sat on my gloves, got up to set camera up, came back to where my gloves were and one of them had blown away. I can't have gone far, but I searched for ages and never found it. So I finished the rest of the walk with a cold hand. Right, so we'll carry on up here. So you can see over my shoulder there, Sharp Edge. You know, I don't fancy that at all. I'd certainly never go up there with Charlie, and I'd never do it alone. So, whether I ever get around to doing it or not, I don't know. And in fact today, we were supposed to be doing Ben Nevis via the CMD Arete today. I was supposed to be camping at Glencoe, and apart from today the weather forecast was rain all week, so there's no way I was gonna go up there to camp in the rain all week for just one dry day to go up Ben Nevis. It's strange because exactly this week last year I was supposed to be doing exactly the same, and the campsite, they rang me up on Sunday night to say they'd had torrential rain all weekend and the campsite was flooded, so it was cancelled then as well. So maybe next year, third time lucky, although I fancy Wales again next year. But not Snowdon, that was a nightmare going up there. It was clagged in all the way up and the crowds at the top was just unbelievable. Right, started to get steep again. On we go. So we've just arrived at the path that comes up Doddick Fell Ridge. And we did that last time we came up here, and about half a way up we were just in clag, rest at day, so we couldn't see a thing. Yeah, that was a good route coming up there. Wainwright's third best route up Blencathra apparently, behind Sharp Edge and Halsfell Ridge, which I don't know about that one. I'm not quite sure, I'll have to do some research as to what that's like. So we're going to zigzag up here before we branch off over towards Atkinson Pike and top of Sharp Edge, and then down, is it Fool Crag, Blue Screes, and then I'm expecting all the way to Mungrisdale Common and back to that col that I showed you earlier. I'm expecting that to be a bit of a wet slog, given all the rain we've had the past couple of weeks. Right, on we go. So that's looking down Halsfell Ridge, Wainwright's second favourite route up Blencathra, and I've no idea what that's like. There's somebody coming up, there's a couple of people coming up. If anybody knows what it's like, drop us a comment and let us know. I'd like to see if it's doable by Charlie and myself. I think it should be, but like I say, I've no idea about it. Right, Charlie's a bit nervous at the moment. I think there's some blasting going on down in Quarry. He doesn't like bangs at all. So he's not moving far away from me at the moment. Oh, off he goes. More up. That's looking back down our route over Scales Fell and Doddick Fell, and we've zigzagged up here. Now I was just going to go along there, but I thought, seeing as we've come this far, we might as well go to the top. Bag it for the third time for me and second for Charlie. So we'll see in a bit. So here we are at top of Blencathra on Halsfell top, and this is the route that I was saying about, up Halsfell Ridge. It looks doable, doesn't it? Somebody just on the way down there. Somebody having a bit of a struggly scramble down there in Yellow Top. Let's have a look. He seems to have got past the bit that was causing him problems. Right, that looks doable. So off we go now over to Atkinson Pike, which is the other top, the lower top at the top of Sharp Edge, and then we head off down. You can see a path. Well, I don't know if you can make it out on here. And the patch of sunlight is going over Mungrisdale Common, and I'm expecting that to be a bit of a bog fest, to be honest. Great. Right, onwards we go. Well, that cairn's helpfully situated, isn't it? Yeah, if there's water, Charlie's got to be in it. We're descending on this path through Blue Screes. It's not too bad a path at all, really. That wind's getting up and it's got a bit of a chill to it. Yeah, not too bad. A bit loose in places. Just watch your footing. So once we're down from here, I'm not looking forward to this, really. The things you do just to tick a hill off for the second time. I can't remember how Wainwright described Mungrisdale Common, but I know he wasn't very favourable about it. And we're making good progress though. We're going to be finished in no time. It's not what time is it? It's only 10:30 and we must be halfway. Nearly halfway. So I don't know where we're going to stop for coffee. Charlie, in fact, look at this. Let's have a look at it. There's only a little shelter, isn't there? So that's that. Coffee time. Well, I don't believe this, but people on the way to Mungrisdale Common. Almost as mad as me. And you can see skidder's got cloud on it now. I had to put the jacket back on as well. This wind's got a bit of a chill to it. So we had a coffee and a chew in that shelter, which was very pleasant. And we're just gonna amble now, let these people get away in front. Otherwise it's going to be a picnic in the car for me. I think what we'll do when we get down to, remember I said earlier where I lost that glove when we did Bannerdale Crags and Suter Fell. I think we'll have lunch there. It should be sheltered down there. See if I can lose anything else while we're there. But it's great now. You can see over to the Coaldale Fells. Yeah, it's lovely. Glad I'm not on top of Skidder now though. Right, onwards we amble, and it's not too wet here, which is quite pleasing. Right, see you in a bit. So you may be wondering, or you may not be, but I'm going to tell you anyway, if Mungrisdale Common is such a god-awful place, why am I coming here again? Well, it wasn't until I was updating my records from when I did that last wild camp, and we went back over Great Scar Fell and Meal Fell, which I wasn't anticipating doing. I realised I've only got 6 more of the northern fells to have completed them second time round. So they've got to be done, haven't they, if I've only got 6. And then I've only got 4 to total 100 for the second time round. So it's a bit of a quest to get the northern fells all finished and get up to 100 now. So we're on our way down there to Mungrisdale Common, and over the back of it, that's Great Carver, and that's another one I've got to tick off for the second time round. Then there's Lonscale Fell, which is over there, Longlands Fell, which I think I might incorporate into another wild camp, and a couple more, I can't remember. So yeah, we're not far off 100 total second time round, and completing the Northern Fells second time round. So hopefully get them done this year. I don't know about this summer though. The forecast for the rest of July and August is just dreadful. So I don't know how often we'll be getting out before the end of the summer holidays. Anyway, onwards we trudge. So we've arrived at the utterly unimpressive summit of Mungrisdale Common. I mean, just look, it's bleak, isn't it? there's an out here. There's some decent views. Hang on, if we go back right round, hang on, back round where we've come from. I mean, there's a decent view of Sharp Edge, and that way we can just see a bit of Derwent water and the fells beyond, a bit hazy. Right, so there's nothing to hang on here for, so we'll crack on back that way. And as I expected, it's got rather squelchy. Yeah, so back this way and back round to that col down the valley, and we'll have our lunch down there. So we'll see in a bit. Well, this is no more or less than I was expecting today along here. It's just a bog fest. Look there over Bowscale Fell, Carrock Fell, High Pike. I'm not sure if that's Great Scarf Fell or not. I don't know, that's Great Carver. And Skidder's clouded in again. It looks like those clouds could be heading our way. So we'll continue in this bog. So we've arrived at that col that I pointed out earlier between Bannerdale Crags and Blencathra. You've got a good view of Sharp Edge there now. Let's just zoom in on it a bit. Yeah, real good view. So we're going to go down here and find somewhere sheltered for lunch. So down there you can see the remains of the old mine. So we're going to drop down there and have our lunch. And hopefully I won't lose anything this time. So we'll see you in a bit. Well, we've had our lunch, Charlie's had a dig, and the iPhone's died. So we're on the Samsung now, and as I've said before, that doesn't work with the external mic, so we'll just have to bear with. We're not that far from the car, we've only got just over a mile to go. It's very pleasant wandering down this valley. Right, we'll saunter on and see you in a bit. So that's looking back up the valley. We've wandered down. Sharp Edge is looking impressive. The bit of hazy sun glinting on its edge there. No, I don't fancy that at all, I don't think. I've found that as I've been getting older, I have been losing my head for heights somewhat. So no, I don't think I'll be doing Sharp Edge. It doesn't need ticking off. I've still got Striding Edge to do actually. I was supposed to be doing that this summer. Hopefully we'll get round to that. Because that does need ticking off, because that is, I think, is it High Spine How? That's a Burkitt, I think. So that needs ticking off. Right, on we go. So here we are back on the main track that goes round Mungrisdale Common and up that way to Scales Town. You see Blencathra sticking up there. So we're not far now. If I zoom in, let's have a look. You can see the carp. Right, so just surrounded. Charlie's nervous again. We're back to hearing that. I'm assuming it's blasting in the quarry. So yeah, from what I remember, this path can be a bit sketchy in places. Breeze for Charlie though. Right, down we go. So we've just passed the path we took this morning. So we're almost back at the car. And that's been good. I've thoroughly enjoyed that. It's been decent views. The far distance was a bit hazy and cloudy. But there's been a few people, but they've been scattered around the fells, not all clumped in one place like at the top of Scarfell Pike or something like that. So no, it's been very pleasant. And I think we're just timing it right. It's just starting to spit a bit. There are a few clouds rolling in. I suspect Blencathra might be in clag now. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. Hope you have. If you have, please do the usual. The liking, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, commenting, sharing. If anybody does know about the route up Hallsfell Ridge, I'd like to know about that. I think it looks doable anyway, with Charlie. So yeah, that's us nearly back at the car. So hopefully, we'll see you on the next one. Tra!
May I go